Have you ever just worked so hard towards attaining a goal, and then after working on it for a while, the blessing that you thought you were going to get by the success of that goal ended up turning into a burden? Yeah, it happens to a lot of us. Hi, everyone. My name's spiritual healer Kimberly, and this is episode 3 of Real Life Shit Talk Show. Soon, it will be a question and answer platform. However, until we gain enough subscribers, we're just going to talk about important things that are relevant to our growth and our success as we transition into the new era of spirituality. Thank you for joining today. I appreciate your showing up. Now, let's get back to what I was talking about. Like, say, for instance, you were really hard pressed, you needed work, and you went running out and you found whatever job you could, and it wasn't really the job that you wanted, but you took it just to take it. And you thought, okay, this is great. It's going to solve all my issues. It's going to make me the money and yada, yada. But then, so many weeks or so many months go by and you find out you're just in a terrible work environment. You're not happy with the energy or the flow. And, something happens at work, or you lose the job that you thought you had. And suddenly that job that you thought was going to save yourself ended up being nothing more than a pain and only a temporary help, that really didn't have any long-term benefit for you other than to get the bills paid today. Or perhaps, you really, really wanted that car and you thought that car was going to be such a blessing. You had all these ideas in your mind of how good you would look and how safe it would be and reliable. But you really had to squeeze it out. But you did it and you felt like it was a blessing. And then just a little while later, it ended up being a lemon. Sometimes when we're striving for things and we really, really want them, something inside of us really, really wants to attain a particular goal, a particular item, a particular relationship, or anything for that matter. And it's driven from our ego or our desires, or we're running after something, like chasing instead of allowing it to come to us. What's happening here is that we're making decisions that are based on our lower level chakras, our ego, our fears, our us wanting to be somebody, wanting to make a difference, wanting to show the world that we're, so much better and able to do what we would like to do and are fully in control of our lives. When we're making decisions from that place, unfortunately, they involve a lower personal energy vibration thought thinking or thought process that leads to erroneous decision making, because when we're trying to attain something that from a lower level perspective, it does indeed have an expiration date. And sometimes when we go running after somebody with something or somebody with all of these reasons, it just ends up not working out. And the act of it not working out and turning into more of a burden than a blessing is an indicator in and of itself that we made our decision from the wrong perspective going in. However, if we have grown within ourselves spiritually and we have worked to connect the masculine and the feminine sides of us, being both the emotional, creative, loving feminine with the actionable, logical, masculine, and we combine the understanding from there, and we've cleared our chakras, our root, our sacral, and our solar plexus chakra, so that we have the ability to engage the God spark within our heart chakra. It's only when we're working from that capacity that our personal energy vibrations are raised, and we begin manifesting at a higher level. And when you're doing that, you're not running and chasing, pining and trying for things. Instead, it's a manifestational process within yourself where things that you desire come towards you because you're seeking a particular experience, not a particular item. And when you turn the wheel and you begin making your decisions from this higher elevation of understanding, that's when the things that you do attain, the things that you do attract towards you, the things that you do manifest in your life are now of a higher vibration as well, which means they have longevity and staying power. You might wait to get a job that's perfect for you, but instead of just providing a short-term benefit and another hard cycle closure and a begin again, you may have waited and you may have endured just a little bit, but by doing so, you allowed this job to come to you because you put it out there. This is what I would like to have from a higher vibrational level of yourself, throwing a golden boomerang, telling the universe, I would like to have this experience. So when that experience then presents itself to you and you grasp the new opportunity, it has all the staying power and all the joy and all the blessings that you expect it to have. I want to show you something. It's something I drew, and it's something I keep on my wall, quite frankly, because we have a lot of decisions to make every single day of our lives. And although we're talking about blessings and burdens as they pertain to material items, it really does pertain to every decision that we make in our lives. We can either make decisions from a lower vibrational perspective, or we can make decisions from a higher vibrational perspective. Either way, regardless of what the particular content is, person, place, thing, situation, circumstance, we will get what we ask for from the place that we requested it. So regardless of what it is, if we want better, we have to raise our personal energetic vibrations and become better within ourselves so that our decision-making process is on point and it is a blessing rather than a burden. Now, on this particular chart, it's a wheel, okay? And all of these numbers are signifying personal energy vibration with, is that 0 or 1? With 1 being the lowest end of the root chakra. Then we go up the side on both sides, okay? And we go into the sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown chakra. Now you notice on one side, this is the side where we're not healing, okay? This is, where we're doing things from the lower level perspective and we're thinking more about self-benefit with a narcissistic tendency, which creates chaos and hard cycling. But when we allow ourselves to think and behave from a higher perspective, from a higher vibrational level, we then begin creating things that have a collective benefit and bring unity and peace where all things begin to work for everyone. Now you notice on this side, everything's turned sideways, right? All these numbers are turned sideways. That's because we're trying to utilize a faulty foundation to create a magnificent manifestation. But on this side, where we're thinking from the light triad side and more of a positive, uplifted nature, we're thinking upward all along. So as we building, we're building on good vibrations, positive vibrations over and over again. When we reach the heart chakra, this is when we fully engage our God spark and amp up our manifestational capabilities. And this is where the blessing is over and over and over again. Here you'll see we can manifest, but under here, this whole foundation, it's not solid. It will eventually crumble and bring us not the blessing, but the burden in the long run. So it's helpful to note, my friends, that our personal energy vibrations are very important. Getting to know who you are, according to the Most High Creator, your magnificence, your beauty, your grace, your creativity, and your strength, your ability to love and be lovable. These are all things that the Most High Creator has instilled inside of us. And when we trust that to be truth, and we onboard that, and we work through finding our joy then, based on who we really are, and then we begin to integrate who we really are into our families, into our communities, little by little, so we gain the confidence that we're missing at this time, and fully walk through into the heart chakra and engage that heart spark. That's where everything begins to work to our benefit. That's where anything that is already established begins to morph and change into something that's more beneficial for you and everyone else involved. It's really worth it to take a minute to consider when you're making your decisions for anything, where exactly are you on this wheel? Is it going to crumble? Are you setting yourself up for failure? Or are you setting yourself up for a win? The choice, my friends, is always ours. Maybe a lot of us didn't realize that we had the ability to increase our spiritual understanding, which inevitably increases our personal energy vibrations to bring us all the blessings and the miracles that we ever wanted. We just have to learn, grow, and pay attention, because the new era of spirituality is indeed upon us. The choice right now is, how is our future going to look like? What is it going to look like? How are we going to approach it? How are we going to correct it? And how are we going to make it better than it ever was, even through the chaos, and arrive on the other side triumphant? The answer's in that wheel, my friends. I hope you give it a consideration. I love you. That's all I've got for today. If you would like to submit questions, please send them to my email or go to Club Gig. Thank you so much. You'll find the information in the description. Have a lovely evening. Bye for now.